That folks working on a 2009 GMC. It's the 1500, it's the Sierra. It's got the big 5.3 and the guy needs a left wheel speed sensor. So we're gonna do that for him. She's pretty rotted. So we'll see what happens. Find us a light here. First thing we'll do is unplug it, which it is right up top here. So I put the light there so nobody can see, but it's right here. You'll see where the little guy plugs in. Hopefully give her a little reach around here. Unplug it from the harness. Move that baby down, then it has a clip right here on the frame. Now we can see. Let me get a screwdriver. Screwdriver slash side cutters. Now the plugger here should have had a little Christmas tree on the end of it, but it was already unhooked. So it clicks in up top here, right here on the very top of the frame. So I'm going to use my side cutters and just kind of poke at it. We're going to take and get this one out of here. Maybe. That's going to be pretty well rusted in the front. Come on, baby. Get that sucker to pull down. It's just going to break off, but it didn't. The whole thing came out, so that's good. And then the one up in the frame, we're going to need a long pair of side cutters to get the correct angle. Got to have the right angle, the dangle to get that one out. We'll just leave that alone for right now. There's another one down here on the back of the axle. And oh boy, she's looking gross down here. Monday mornings in the salt belt. There's that. Everything's pretty well rotted on this truck. She is old. 09 old. That's pretty old for here. What is that, 13 years old or so? 12 or 13. Pretty much it for a Chevrolet in this part of the world. Alright, so now we are faced with the task of removing the bolt. It looks pretty well punked. Let's see here, I'm gonna get some good light for everybody. If there's anything metal left to hang on, there we go. Kind of poke at it, what we have in our hand here. Maybe it'll just disintegrate. I do have a new bolt coming for it. Chevy's supposed to be bringing it to us today. I tell you what, let's get the old air hammer. Let's rattle around here a little bit, get rid of some of the needle or the scale here with the needle scaler. Then we'll rattle on the bolt a little, see if we can't loosen it up. I don't imagine it'll be that tight. If we get her to come loose, then great. Put a new fitting on that thing. It's like been leaking for about the past 6 or 7 years. Oh yeah. Might actually be able to beat a Torx in there. Maybe. Yeah, let's try that. I've got some of those RBRT sockets or bits. See if we can't just beat one in there and then get it loose that way. Wonder what size it was originally. Here's a 25, I don't know, that seemed to go in there way too nice. We'll give it just a little bit of a push here with a socket. Yeah, no, that's just gonna waller it out. So let's jump up to the old classic T27. We'll see if we can't give it a little love tap. Persuade it in there a little bit. Oh, we hit bottom. I don't think these things have any Loctite on them. I could be wrong. Look at that. Just like we knew what we were doing. Damn it. Got it. Didn't even need a new bolt. Yeah, we do. These RBRTs work good for taking stuff out but not putting it in. Yeah, and it does have Loctite on it. Looks like a little bit of pink stuff or something there. Some of that low strength. Smells like gear oil. Now that we've overcome that hurdle, we've got to overcome our next one, which this thing's just going to be stuck in there. Did that son of a gun just move? Did you just move on me, little fella? Well, today is my lucky day. Maybe. Well, let me go get a little screwdriver. We might be able to slide that thing right out. Give her a little shot of the WD. The WD. I had a guy flip out on me in the comment section for using WD-40 on something because apparently it is only a water displacer. I'm an idiot. Whatever. You're the ding dong home watching YouTube videos. Let's see here. Come on, baby. See if we can't get behind this sucker. Give it a little bit of out pressure while we're wiggling it. We can't twist our screwdriver though. God. There's an O-ring in there is what we're trying to overcome without snapping it off. So I'm trying to hold a little pressure out on it while I twist it. Come on, baby. Can't really get a hold of it very well. Wonder if I got one below it and above it. It'd be really nice if this came out in one piece and we didn't have to drill it. Usually you got to drill these little suckers out. Try to give it the classic wiggler. The double twister. We got all kinds of moves we can pull out here. Here's, oh, I think it's going. Go down here and give it the old double twister. Pulling out some classic moves here, Mrs. O.
The double twister?
Oh, you know what, you're familiar?
That's one of your best moves.
I don't want to brag. What's up, you need me? Mm-hmm. All right, stand by, folks. Tap it back in. Sometimes that works if you can get in there and just kind of work them in and out a little bit. Like I say, if we can overcome the O-ring, we'll be home free. Oh, I think it just broke. Yes, sir. All right, well, we're right to where I expected to be anyways. So we snapped it off. Oh boy. Now what? Well, now we just drill it out, I guess. So let's try this. We're gonna go right kind of in the middle. It's already got somewhat of a hole there. And then we're gonna go by the edge. And we're gonna go by the other edge. I can't tell you the left side and the right side because it's circular. People go crazy when I do that. When I start talking about the top and bottom corners of a circle, all the engineers come out. So what I'm trying to do is give a little bit of relief, okay, to the O-ring. Probably won't work. We're gonna bring out the classic slide hammer. See if we can't screw it in there and get a bite on it. Sometimes you get lucky doing them like this. Get a little bite on it and give her a little what's up. Hey girl, what's up? Look at that, boom. And by drilling on the edge, it was my hope and my dream that it would relief that O-ring a little bit, which it did, because you got to be careful. If you go all crazy and start drilling straight through it, you could drill through and damage the axle. Because I think does this one have a metal tone ring or a magnet? Some of these are magnetic, I thought. Oh, this one's metal. You can just go willy-nilly. Less of a chance of breaking that one, but if you can avoid it, okay? So there's that, that's out, it's done, show's over. Enjoy the rest of your day, folks. You want to get yourself a valve stem with a cap. Go in deep, unscrew the cap. That's gonna plug the hole for you. You don't tell anybody that trick. It's one old Meemaw taught me back in the day, back before tires even had tubes. There's that one. She's clean. Now, the top edge of that hole above the O-ring always has a little lip on it. You gotta come in here and say, man, clean that lip. There we go. Just like that. Sounds like an airplane. Wind her up like a so. There we go. Yeah, boy, that's all good. Let's get some brake parts cleaner. Dum dum. That's gonna save me some editing right there, boys. Give this a little toot. I think we're good. Now grab your blow nozzle. And using the Venturi effect, we shouldn't even have to take that cap out. So blow it off a little bit. Let's try it. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, go. Boom, just like that. It goes flying out of there, huh? Don't say I didn't teach you anything. Man, 2 tricks in 1 day. 2 tricks in 1 day. What's next? So once that's cleaned off, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of axle grease, or grease out of the grease gun, we'll call it. We smear it around. Get a little bit everywhere. It's not like this thing's ever gonna come out again. Let's be honest. It is an 09. Got the part here right from Chevy. There's your part number. If you guys can see it, somewhere's on the bag there perhaps. Classic 209er 38121. All the way from Mexico, it says. That's how you know it's a genuine Chevrolet America. Apple pie baseball in Mexico. It's pretty close to the US. Under the tape. I think that's where these trucks are made anyways, if I remember correctly. Mexico or Canada. Slide that little guy right in there. We're gonna reuse the old bolt temporarily because my Chevy guy, he's not gonna be here till afternoon. And I can just go out in the parking lot and swap that over. Oh, I lost a bit. Actually, you don't even really need it. The T27 fits right back in there nicely. Snuggle it right up. Bring this little fella around. That goes right in there, and I'll put the other one in here, right up here. I was gonna say, I might have to play whack-a-mole to get that one in. Now, I think instead of farting around trying to get the little Christmas tree out of the top, we're gonna do it the smart way, because it doesn't appear to be broken yet. So we're just gonna wiggle this one off. Lift it up past the lock, take that off. We'll save it in case we need it. And then we're gonna stick it right back up there where it belongs. started life out. With this little fella around here. I'm pretty sure we can do this. Ah, there you go. And then we'll plug it in. Boom. Boom, everything's good. Look at that. Just like the factory. In case you couldn't see it, that's where that goes. That's where that one goes. And that's where that one goes. Boom. The other thing the fella wanted was a couple of these. I don't have a part number for you. Sure I do. It's your classic 1564 6250 wheel nut covers. Come in a 5-pack right from Chevy. They're pretty inexpensive. Always missing on each truck. I think people might put them back on with the Ugga Dugga gun or take them off too aggressively. I could be wrong. We're gonna reread the codes. No codes detected. Good, he'll be happy now his lights are all out. Well, that's that, folks. A pretty easy job on these Chevys, and a pretty common job also, particularly when they get this old and they get this rusty. We always see the rear speed sensors, it gets rust behind them, just like the front ones do, and then it usually breaks the head right off. So you just, you go back there, check it, and all you got is this nub. As soon as you touch it, the thing falls apart. This is the first one I've had in quite a while where I actually grabbed it with pliers and was able to move it. Thankfully, we had the little mini slide hammer. This one's made by Mac Tools, an SP8P, Sierra Papa 8 Papa. In case you want to look one of those up. I'm sure they don't make it. I've had this for many moons, and it just takes a regular, flathead panhead style screw. Perhaps like a number 6, I would guess. Pretty handy little tool for things. I don't know if it's used in the body shop, but I use it for pulling out speed sensors and seals and various things like that. It's a sweet little slide hammer. So, why don't you guys hammer on that keyboard down in that comment section. Leave me a question, a comment, the concern you have, the Insta, the Facebook. You guys know where we're at. Just remember, viewers, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching.